Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Simpile Khuzeka here, Mr. Dripcast, aka I think that's boy all the way from the Dripcast. We Khuzeka. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so that every time I want to post today information from us. Today I'm joined by Omphile Bullied.
Yes.
That's how I pronounce it.
Yes.
I just even get to Bullied.
Not you alone. It's not you alone. Like, but how do they do that? And at this point, because secret rights.
I
just keep quiet. Like I keep it moving. It is what it is.
Kill bit last class and kiss
Yeah.
in last class and
Yeah,
not in Ngqelashe. Okay, ndiqale ngoMphile Ngqelashe ke ngoba noMphile Ngqelashe uvelele phi waye esikoleni esiphi primary nase high school.
Omphile is Omphile Ngqelashe, Majalambo Maches. I was born here in Valcom. And ndikhuliswe apha wethu. I'm not one ozothi ndikhuliswe Eastern Cape just because I speak Xhosa. No, I was fully bred here, and then I primary at Aurora Primary School. Went to Valcom High. After that, went to further my studies at Nelson Mandela University, and yeah, that's basically it on the surface level.
How many siblings do you have?
Because I come from a blended family. I see you did your research. I come from a blended family. So from my mom's side, grade 3, and also from my dad's side, grade 3. I'm the firstborn in each side, on each side, yeah.
There's this vlog ranking on a shoot for Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. Then on a bay shoot below ranking, but
Yeah, those are my mom's kids. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like. Yeah. Yeah.
Ibla nane kinane ha ke shebeletse ntho like content ya o ngomxhosa goduka.
Ngomxhosa like that because I don't know what's into you know how they work, right? My dad is Sotho. So Janong, when I say I'm Xhosa, I'm throwing him out the bus. So I'd like to say Nje, I'm everything. I'm South African. Let's just keep it at that.
What kind of a relationship do you have with your father?
It's a I mean, he's a dad. Like, I would like for us to be more close, but then again, life is life, and I stay where I stay, and he stays where he stays. I mean, we're both in Valcom, but now I'm in PE, so the only thing we can rely on is like telephonic conversations. So, yeah.
Life after matric, how was it like?
For me, it was quite depressing because of my personal issues, like stuff at home. So I had to stay behind and be online while other kids went to school. So I had to be online. But because God, I'm a firm believer of God, by the way, God was on my side. The school was online because of the COVID and whatnot. So the whole 2 years, I did my first and second year online. So funny enough, my issues got resolved, and then I managed to go do my final year at school. I honestly, I'm not an academic like that. I just asked my parents, what do you want me to do? Like, but then again, my whole perspective on academics and everything changed in high school because I had to change to Maths Lit. I actually wanted to be like a radiographer or like a geologist. But then again, maths. Yeah, maths. And the thing, mutuna papa, next to school that much. So I sort of have a regret, if I gave, the amount of energy I give to school is quite insane. If I gave myself that chance and I was actually dedicated to school, then maybe, just maybe. But then again, God works in mysterious ways. So I was doing my Bachelor of Arts in Industrial Psychology and Sociology. Hated it. Do not recommend 0 out of 10. But now I'm doing my BCom in Industrial Psychology, BCom Honors. So I'm a postgraduate student. Industrial Psychology, in fact, no. I didn't choose that as a major. Sorry, I'm quite jumbled up with everything because I had to change from one faculty to another, so from humanities to economics. So it's actually BCom, Human Resources and Labor Relations. So they're all in the spectrum of industrial psychology. It's more or less one thing. So basically, I will be working with the labor and the laws of human resources and how to manage people at work, payrolls, and basically people. I'll be working with people and the contracts and all that.
Would you say you are ready?
I don't want to work.
Reason being?
Hence why I did my postgrad. I feel like I'm still young. Also, I heavily rely on my parents, like, for everything. If anything, I call my parents. I call home. So now imagine a whole, also I'm still going to turn 21. So imagine a whole 21-year-old in an office, 9 to 5. How does that work? And then I'm just there, like, not knowing what to do with myself. Also, I'm very much afraid of being judged. So I feel like, the millennials, they look down on you. Like they're waiting on you to flop. So I'm very much scared of that because I've been judged basically my whole life. So I do not want to experience that again.
But judged?
Not judged. It was actually bullying if you look at it. I was bullied just because I'm dark-skinned. Like, there's really nothing. No, actually, it was real. Like, it was bad. It was so bad in primary.
You even look beautiful in person.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But, like, in primary school, no matter how many times people told me, oh, you're so beautiful, but then it will always stick wherever you go. Like, it will always stick. And it got bad to a point whereby I never wore shorts or long short sleeve stuff because I was always trying to cover my skin. It's like I'm not about to be seen. And then you get Batubaba Holo who are like, well, your face is lighter. You see, the moment I got that comment, that's when I started covering my skin. So I'm like, okay, at least I'm lighter, so I won't be bullied. That was a lie.
Yo, nangoku basakubulisha nangoku.
Honestly, if anyone bullies me right now, fuck them. It's not that deep. I know I'm a ping han. I know I'm a smart han. I know I'm just that girl. So you're not about to tell me I'm not.
Overcome the situation.
It still sticks, like, especially like on social media, South African men make it a point to always point out that dark skins are not desirable like that. So it also sort of affects my dating life, but then again, I've only been with one person for like 6 years, so it's not that deep. So it makes it difficult for me to understand when someone says they like me. Like, what do you mean? What do you like? So it's just like,
it's somehow it delay confidence.
yeah, like wabana, when I only started rebuilding my self-confidence maybe after matric, after high school. That's when I started working on myself. Even though life was so hard, but I started working on myself. I told myself, you know what? It is what it is. If you feel like Kikimobe, that's your own personal issue that you have with yourself. And I'm not about to not enjoy my life because when you feel that way.
You feel.
Yeah.
Life in university. Begunja. First day yako university.
And honestly,
And did you tell us that if first day and second news and the online day,
yeah.
Third day Begunja. More
Like,
especially phumile kwi province to go into another province. Ushiya abazali bakho njengositsho ukuthi umntana omncane wasithandela abantwana.
How do I put it? It was a mix because there were lows, like really bad lows, and then there were really high highs. Like the lows were just like, I'm not one to not want to like be unliked. I don't like to be unliked. If you don't like me, it's gonna hang over my head. Oh, damn, you don't like me. Why? And I'm gonna start questioning myself. Okay, maybe it's something I did. You know, and I am a person who suffers from people pleasing. So when you don't like me, it really does affect me. Okay, Why?
Seek validation from kwabanye abantu.
I don't want to put it like that, but sometimes I do. It's like, what did I do to you? You get. But then again, it was just one of those things. I lived in a commune, 15 girls, and then I started telling myself, you know what? If you don't like me at this point, you have a problem with yourself. Because if you tell me, Omphile, you did this, I'm gonna apologize. It's not like I'm gonna, even if I know you are the wrong one. I'm just gonna apologize because I love keeping peace. So I just told myself, you know what, it is what it is.
The challenges says you put even in us.
In school, like, to be honest, I don't wanna seem snacks or anything, but I didn't necessarily have challenges like that. It was just a smooth sailing. And I always tell people who are close to me last year, they know, especially my housemates. I always told them, I'm so grateful for 2023. Like, this is the year where I've felt the most peace. I think it's mainly because I just made peace with everything. You don't like me? If there's stuff going on at home, I'm just like, if it's out of my control, then I leave it to God. Because at this point, like, what am I going to do? Like, I must just stop trying to control everything. It is what it is.
So, like, YouTube space, kuzenjani izinto khawuthi ndiye pha YouTube.
Funny enough, this is the backstory of YouTube. I'm chilling on the bed, right? Get load shedding. I'm with my grands and my baby sister. And I'm just like, let me see. I start, like, what's how load shedding? You get bored. You play with your phone settings. So I get YouTube. I'm like, let me see what does this do. I'm like, okay, let me open a channel. Get bored, know what's going to happen. Like, you know. And then I open my channel. I show my best friend. I'm like, friend, what do you think? She's like, this is totally the space for you. This is exactly what you should be doing. And it's been a long time coming. Like, you've been wanting to get into the creator space, but also to be like, how? I feel like this is the perfect space for you. So I was like, let me give it a try. Let me give it a try. If I do get like maybe 100 subscribers by the end of like 14 days, I think I gave myself 14 days and I got 100 subscribers within a week. So I was like, I guess people want to know. I guess people want to know. So let me just do it, you know? Like, what do I have to lose?
So, no, like, into your taba for it. Back in primary kapa high school, I used to get the critiques kabakala la skinny sack. So no jena ke kena into YouTube space whereby ona le batho be lo ngeng ba bangata.
Yeah.
And ga tseba for YouTube into lo ngeng e global. Ono sna like otaba wo.
No, also I watch a lot of YouTubers, right? And there's this one specifically, ZeeXOnline. I don't know if you know her. She's my shade and everything, and she's close to hitting 100K subbies now. So I was like, she is truly my inspiration. Like, she does, like, the little girl in me, Hamobona, gets excited because I'm like, you're doing everything I've always wanted to do. Like, you wear everything I want to wear. You dress how I dress. Like, you speak how I speak. So I'm like, you are me. So let me just copy you.
Sure.
Well, not copy her, but basically, yes. She was my inspiration. So I was just like, let me just do it. Also, Rebaholo to be, you know, like stressing about who's dark, who's light, who's what. If anyone is stressing about my skin, then it's their problem. Because honestly...
I get a negative comment. YouTube specifically.
No. Everyone has been honestly quite supportive, and it's not even negative comments. If they do leave negative comments, it's always like constructive criticism. They're always like, and they don't put it on the comments. People just try to DM me, or babe, please just try to, you know, do this the next time. Or like, just try to, you know, so that, or like your music sometimes does not match, you know, the video. So just try and do this.
How could you shoot content? Like the strategies to ranking or the 70s. How do you plan the whole video thing?
Honestly, when I started, I didn't plan anything. I was just like, I'm just doing whatever at this point. Like, ke batla ho bona what's going to happen. Ke batla ho bona what works for me. But then as time goes by, especially now, I'm like, I'm not a person like, as a viewer, I ke rata ho shebella one thing all the time, like, show me something different. And then last year, ke bone, like, my content started being redundant. I go to school, I come back, I go to groove. You see my friends, there's nothing out of the ordinary. So now, this year specifically, I'm telling myself, you know, you need to start planning your content. You need to tell yourself, okay, this week will be dedicated to the certain aspect, and then the next week, just try to, you know, like change things up. Yeah.
Monetization, o nkile nako e kae for o be monetized? And also, o na le tjhelete le hore nke o so e thotse yet kapa?
It took me like, I created YouTube, I think in February or January, and then in July or June, like, I'm not even sure at this point, but I know it was somewhere there, I got monetized. And honestly, I'm excited about it, really well. I was just like, because I told myself, maybe it'll be monetized after a year. So just give it time. So when it like, I clocked like that 4,000 watch time thing, I was like, that's actually insane. That's actually insane. So that's just what happened with the monetization issue. And then also money-wise, funny enough, I actually got my letter January. So because, you know, you apply for the Google's AdSense thing, or you fill in your documents and everything. And then in Sukudisa, the letter has been because histally, I filled in my stuff last year. Then I got the letter this year. And then my bank stuff started being the issue now. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, give me my ZAC. Run me my check. I've been putting in the work. Run me my check. Like, what are you waiting for? Right? So, funny enough, this morning, the YouTube, whatever thing, they sent me an email. They're like, okay, your money's been processed. It will be in by the 3 to 5 working days. So it's like, okay. Honestly, because I don't know, maybe give me haro, but it's not a lot of money, so it's like, whatever. It is what it is.
How do you research? Would you say, but advise about into YouTube space, because in a into YouTube space because of bagato creator content?
Now I say go because you like creating content, because if we're being quite honest, YouTube is slow. Like, okay, for me it wasn't slow, let me not lie. But YouTube is quite slow, man. Like, it didn't meet my expectations in terms of money. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know? But then again, I should be grateful and understand.
So are you planning to create more content, or can you use in JS?
No, right now I'm taking it seriously. Like, this year I wanna take it seriously, like, full time. I'm even thinking of purchasing like equipment, like serious equipment. Saving up for a camera. So yeah. I think this is so obvious, and everyone just wants it to happen. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, Unwabisa. I feel like that's just one creator I'd like to collaborate with. But then again, I mean, you are off my checklist now because we're here. Let me think.
Mzansi.
Honestly, I don't know. Thing is, it also goes back to how I feel about my content. I feel like I'm not there yet to be collaborating with other big creators. But if God gives me that chance, I'm definitely grabbing ZeeXOnline. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. ZeeXOnline, Ona Olifant. Oh my God, Street Revenge. Do you know Street Revenge? She's a fashion creator, and she's just a lifestyle blogger. So also her. Oh my God, I love her. I think that's the 3 people that I love to collaborate with. Not leaving out other people, but that I'm just saying from the top of my head right now. Yeah.
You once mentioned in the Bayoku you would love to see a episode with Eka Bobby no Kanye. on Facebook.
Yeah,
Ngoba
like
kutheni kungoba ubushaka lo post le. Asayikhumbula.
no, like I share a lot of stuff, so I'm trying to,
Recall,
you know, yeah.
Anqonga ikhumbule ke, let's move. What kind of relationship do you have nomakhulu wakho? Because it seems like ngumuntu omthandayo nokugqitha abazali bakho.
God give it, like if a chance presents itself right now to kill myself for her, I would do that. That's just basically how deep it is. Like, I do not want anything that hurts that woman. I don't want anyone near her if they're gonna harm her. Like, I want all the good things for her. Like, she's literally my rock. Like, she's taken me out of some really dark spaces. And I don't know if this is the platform to say this, but I have tried to commit suicide twice. So, yeah.
Reason being?
Like, I wouldn't want to share the reason now, but it was quite hectic.
So you managed to overcome it?
Yeah, right now I'm just like, if I'm killing myself, like, ndivimbabantu, all of this greatness, why would I do that? You know, there's still much great things that I'm here to achieve, you know, so I wouldn't want to ruin that. And it has come to a point where I understand in life, it won't always be a smooth sailing, you know, like you're always going to have a bit of trouble somewhere, be it financially, family, school, like there's always going to be something.
Eziphi into zokuthi uzifundiswe ngumakhulu wakho awuzilibala even today?
Kindness. I struggle a lot with kindness because I don't have patience. So me being impatient goes along with me being sort of rude. And not that I'm rude because the phone. Sometimes I just have a lot going on in my head. People just annoy me. Sometimes. But then I worked on that. So honestly, also being rude was sort of a defense mechanism, especially growing up. Because I was like, okay, if you're going to bully me, then I have to be the bigger bully. You understand? But then my grandma, and Fundi too, and just basically understanding ukuthi life won't always work in your favor. And uthemba uNkulunkulu, guys, I'm not even gonna try to like exaggerate. God has showed up for me. And that's mainly because of umakhulu. Umakhulu taught me how to pray, like taught me how to be a prayer warrior. She was like, if anything, you can lose yonke into ebomini bakho, but don't lose your faith.
Hi.
It's deep.
So like,
Yeah.
if double mention of it fucks me up.
I know, like this is why I didn't know how to answer it because I know.
So like, check out below for another about equipment o tlo collaborate le batho ba bang. Ha o lakatse o ka ba le a team ya batho be lo rankeng. Ha o tlo stress ka taba tsa bo ma o edit taba tsa bo ma shoot le ana go ntse.
I think maybe those are the types of conversations or types of thoughts I would have as if it about 10K subbies. For now, I can sort of like manage on my own, but as time goes by, because editing is the pits. Like I hate editing. I don't like editing. I don't like listening to my voice. I don't like seeing myself. Like I don't like that. So sometimes that's why the sounds don't match because I don't want to listen to myself. So I rush through editing. I feel like I sound weird. Like, I feel like I sound weird. And also, it's just one of those things, man. Editing, you know, especially when you watch bigger creators, I'm always nervous about how I'm editing because I'm like, damn, what would ZX do? What would Sweet Revenge do? You know? And I forget, there's an Omphile. What would Omphile do? So I think my last 3 videos, that's where I felt so proud of my editing. I'm like, yeah, you can actually do this. Imagine I have like more than 20 videos and it's only those 3 that I put my energy in. I was like, I'm about to, like, I want to be recognized. I want to be like, because maybe the brands and they're like, this vlog is all over the place. We don't want to work with this person. So now I'm trying to put more effort in my editing and learning how to edit.
Let me say, over the motor ranking of 100K. Or ye please in your away back to create content. Give please your ranking.
I was speaking international wise or national?
Let's start here, national.
Cape Town. Cape Town is a great place for content, and I went on a family vacation in December of 2022, and I regret not starting my channel then because it would have pushed so many viewers and so many subscribers. Like, Cape Town is a great place, like, I'm not even gonna lie. But then again, content, like you said, 100K, content needs money, if we're being honest. So yeah, Cape Town would be a great start. African countries. I'm just gonna go ahead and be cliche. A lot of creators go to Morocco. They go to, I don't know, Nigeria. I'm not a Nigerian fan like that.
I thought we'll say K. Because I'm not going to create content by the K.
I don't know. Also, I'm just one, you see North African and their people and guys, one thing about me, it's about experience like racism or like stuff like that. So I do my research because I'm one person who would really love to travel. So I do my research, and as like these places, if it's not Chile and you're just a nobody, they're gonna treat you like trash. So yeah.
You said in a relationship le motto for 6 years.
Was.
Or I don't have the most to a relationship.
The fact that we were each other's safe spaces. Like, I could literally, I'm not saying not today that has stopped. Like, if I could call him and tell him, dude, I'm not okay, he's gonna make ends meet. And that does not mean financially, like emotionally, like he was with me in a part of my life where I was really not the best of me, like during the suicides and everything. So he knows me deep. Like he knows what to do, he knows what to say, he knows how to calm me down. Whereas like I feel like these days, the minute you start acting crazy, a guy is out. Like they're just gonna tell themselves, I'm not about to put up with this, So he was with me through all of that. Like I had anger issues, I went to anger management, and sometimes Nikin says I didn't talk but he would be understanding. So I really do appreciate him for that. Yeah.
So would you say you are ready for the next relationship?
I think I'm still trying to find myself because I've been Umphilewa, I almost mentioned his name. I've been Umphilewa Yena for the longest time. So now I'm trying to establish Omphile Aliwan, and I'm trying to get to know myself, and I'm trying to build myself. So, and Nakimotojang, when I'm in a relationship, Giboni, the past relationship, it consumes me. Like there's nothing I can think of, there's nothing I will do, there's nothing, it has to include the person. This is what I want. I'm like, this is what him and I want. What about me?
Are you those type of girls still ranking? They still believe in love?
I do.
They still believe in dating one person?
I do, because honestly, what's the plan of dating multiple people? Like, what do you want to get out of that? I would say patience, because now I'm very much impatient, so we have to balance, number one. Number two, I would say, basically patience, communication, all those basic stuff, and manners. Please have manners. Like, snacks, okay. Because now, how is snacks to another person? That means given a chance, you can be nasty to me. And then physical-wise, I love a soccer player build. Like, please, please do something. Like, please, like, be creative.
Sure.
So that's the thing. Those are the things I look for, and also be taller than me, man. Like, just the basics. I'm not looking for Prince Charming. No, Magalonas Kansosa,
Sure.
Yeah, just be okay and be clean and dress okay. Like, I give a to Bible school, no. Just dress so fun. Like, just be fine. Yeah.
Lerato la fashion because your fashion sense is on another level.
Cliche about my mom and my dad. My parents know how to dress. Like, if they were millionaires, you guys would know. Like, and my grandma knows how to dress. Simba fela, she's grown now. But a little high, man. Like, especially like my love for kicks is just that I'm at a point where I cannot afford like the kicks I want and everything. But my mom is a huge sneakerhead. So that's basically where I got my love for fashion.
I-advice okanye into ongathanda abantwana bakho kweni bakukhumbule ngayo yiphi? Abajongela le video, even if it's the next
20 years
year.
from now. I would like them to believe in themselves and love themselves. Like, they should love themselves and they should understand that more than yourself. Like, there's no one who can love you more than you love yourself. Like, you need to love yourself. You need to establish a relationship with yourself before you can pour out to other people, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. You get? So I would really love them to believe in themselves, and if they have some sort of passion in them, believe in it and pull through for themselves. Because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself and God.
Awukabi ne-anxiety into ukuthi you posted a video, then it performed so well. Okanye ngendlela lebungayicinganga, then you post another one, you think nayo izoperforma like the one you posted before, then izinto bezingago the way you expected.
I do have that anxiety, and I feel like sometimes I blame myself because I'm just like, okay, you didn't create as much content as you did in the previous video. Or maybe now, if, like, let me make an example. On my channel, the biggest video that's performing right now is the NMU Raise Movement vlog. And I feel like it's quite relatable to student life, students, like, so now, as time goes by, I'm creating content, whereas, because one girl, she said I'm not relatable as a student. She said, when you just basically live like a person, I don't want to say analing chalete, but you're just so unrelatable to students. So I'm like, show me where and how, where I'm not relatable, because I do my monthly groceries like any other person. Kisha tin fishy like any other person. Kinuela, what are those cool drinks? Kingsley. So which part of me is giving you I'm not relatable? She just said, you don't look like you struggle. But I'm like, lona le jwalo, the viewers, you want a person to struggle in order to find them relatable. And I'm not about to like fake and say, oh my God, no. I have enough to sustain me. And thank God for that. Like, I have enough to sustain me, and then it is what it is.
Abantu baba ngakufumana phi on the socials?
You can find me on IG, Phile Ngcweleshe, TikTok, Phile Ngcweleshe, on Facebook, Phile Ngcweleshe. But I would really advise for people not to go on my Facebook, because I'm so unhinged there. Like, I don't care. That is my safe space. That is my space to voice out how I feel by sharing posts. Also YouTube, Phile Ngcweleshe, Phile Ngcweleshe, yeah.
Yeah. Can we please do part 2 next year? And that's next year, but next year we'll reach 100K subscribers.
Oh, you have that much. You have that much faith in me. Okay, let's just say definitely, because also my plan is to take whoever was down with me up. Wherever I'm up, everyone's going up. Like, we are all going up. So if anyone is a creator in Valcom, they better start now. Because if we all go up, then it would be a great thing, especially for like free stage. Because I don't want to say Valcom because now you're from Udi, but then it's honestly the one thing. So yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
For those who will be watching my episode with Omphile, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell button so that every time when you post to get notification from us, we are